Welcome, our beloved audience, to yet another special episode. This time is episode 31. We have crossed 30 episodes. This is for you, our listeners. So today we're moving from something very, very special, but still within the realm of coaching. So we want to share with you, how do you move from having an idea to building an empire within the realm of coaching and consulting, and importantly, make this business thrive. So listen in, because today this is what you're going to be treated to. Coach Shilpa and I have prepared to serve you this. And I would like to welcome you to yet another episode, this episode of helping you to move from idea to an empire. And specifically, we'll be talking about 5 steps that you need to take to build a coaching consulting business that thrives, that is going to help you to move to the next level. Because here on this episode, on Lead Talk, we always talk about moving to the next level so you can build something that's dear to you, because we want you to build a business that's based on your passion. We want you to build a business that is profitable, and we want to build a business that can help you build a legacy so that you have the inner feeling of fulfillment. This is what we are here for. And so I would like to welcome you for sticking around with us. And really, in a very, very special way, I would like to appreciate Coach Shilpa, you for your determination, for your research, for your enlightenment, and really for your openness in sharing your own experiences in your journey on this show. And I would like to invite you to say 1 or 2 things to our audience. Please take it away.
Yeah, sure. With pleasure, always like to speak to our beautiful audience who have been supporting us. So moving from episode to episode, this is 31st episode. So we express our gratitude, deepest, sincere gratitude, heartfelt to our lovely audience and listeners. And also to you, Dr. Gerard, for keeping inspiring me all the time. And today we are going to do another very exciting episode. I'm really looking forward to this because turning an idea into an empire is such an inspiring and energetic thought, right? But I would also, before that, would like to invite our audience, those who are new here or would have missed some of the episodes, to go back and see the episodes, especially find mistakes new coaches make that stops them from creating positive impact for the client. Otherwise, the 7 strategies new coaches should adopt for helping achieving their clients' results faster. And 3 lessons from successful entrepreneur for this unique transition process in your life, from being an employee to a boss, because this all together will add up to a lot of support and the insights you're looking for in your journey. Because we are also committed to the success of your journey. And also go back and watch some of the episodes by our lovely coaches. Tammy Alvarez for loving your Mondays again. Chuck Kanabush for bulletproofing your business. And Emma Matthews for defeating burnout, which is so much very, very critical and essential in today's world, right? So go and also download all the bonuses and special gifts by our guests and from our side as well. Having said that, I request Dr. Gerard to get started on today's very exciting episode.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you for really reminding our listeners about those beautiful episodes of the past, the last 30 episodes. So there's a lot of material for you to be able to download and share and with your friends and family. And so, as we mentioned, today we will be talking about the important steps that, in fact, 5 important steps that you need to take to move from having an idea stage, to building a thriving business. Within the area of coaching and consulting. And this is very, very important, because we want you to have the specific steps that will help you to build this business so that it meets your growth needs, it meets your financial needs, it meets all sorts of your holistic need as a human being. This is what we stand here for on this show and in our coaching practice. So in today's episode, we really want to work with you to explore the different steps you should take so that
Hmm.
you can move successfully and be able to build a 5-figure, 6-figure, 7-figure coaching and consulting business. And as we're talking, Coach Shilpa, this is very, very
Hmm.
important because in the space of working professionals who are making this journey of transition, knowing the specific steps is from our own discovery. It's something that removes the fear. It's something that removes the confusion because many of the professionals want to transition, but they have no clue. What do I need to do first? And so part of today's episode and the episodes we've been doing the last previous weeks is to kind of give you different dimensions, to give you a
Hmm.
roadmap so that you can make the leap from the job world to the private entrepreneurial space, right? So you can be your own entrepreneurial CEO. And in that space, you'll be able to use your experience, you'll be able to use your expertise to build a thriving coaching consulting business. So, Coach Shilpa, now that I've kind of given the why we don't do this, a little bit of the highlights. Can you explain why we chose to talk about building
Yeah.
a coaching consulting business that thrives?
Yeah, absolutely. So, first, let's start with a quote of the week, and that is by one and only co founder of Infosys, which is N.R. Narayan Murthy ji,
Yes.
which he says that growth is painful,
Mhm.
change is painful, but nothing is as painful as staying stuck where you do not belong.
Wow, this is so
That's
powerful.
so
Say it
powerful.
again.
Yeah. He says, Mr. Narayan Murthy says, growth is painful, change is painful, but
Mm,
nothing is as painful as staying stuck where you do not belong. And that's so powerful. And that's why we chose today's topic, because we are committed to the transition journey of the
mm,
world of the professionals who have been working hard, who have been sincere, who have been striving to build their future,
mm.
and they do not want to stay insecure in the jobs where they do not feel they belong, right?
Yes.
So that's why we chose today's topic, to help them who are in a process of actually moving from an employment to entrepreneurship, so
Mm.
take the steps that will fasten their journey and shorten their journey span, right? So it would be
Exactly.
faster, easier, better, accelerate their journey.
Exactly.
In a way, we want to empower and accelerate transition journey for
Mm.
these experts who have been having knowledge, who have been having skill, who
Mm-hmm.
have been committed to their profession, to build
Mm.
a thriving coaching consulting business fast, so
Yeah.
that the transition becomes a very enjoyable and energetic process for them.
I
So you
like
see,
that.
Dr. Gerald, is that our audience starting coaching consulting business can be a
Mm.
very challenging or a daunting task. But
Mm.
as we have discussed in our previous episode, also with the right mindset, skills, strategies, and also a step by step process, which you're going to tell them today, it
Mm.
can be a very lucrative and fulfilling venture as well.
True.
So that's why today we decided to go through a step by step process, because step by step process always gives more clarity
True.
rather than getting lost into knowledge, right?
Yeah.
How to exactly build a coaching consulting business so that they
Mm.
can turn their idea into an empire that really, really thrives.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Gerald, now our audience is clear why we chose to speak about creating or building a coaching consulting business that strives. What would you say that what is that first powerful step in this journey so that they can start seeing the results quickly?
Oh, beautiful. I love the fact that you've kind of made the listener's job easy, right? So you've kind of given a very good explanation of why we did this. And just to add a little bit, we did this. We want to make it easy for you. We struggled.
Yes.
We can assure you, both Coach Shilp and I went through so many challenges.
Yeah.
And we wish that there was somebody who made it known to us what you need to do and what you don't have to do. And so that's why we're sharing this journey. So, Coach Shilpa, as you rightfully said, the first step that I would like us to talk about is as you make this transition journey, you need to start with developing a business plan.
Hmm.
Again, you would hear this over and over. We keep saying this because we see far too many coaches and consultants start the transition without a plan. They just jump into the river just without a life vest, right? We want you to have a life vest. And this life vest is what we call a business plan, right? So when you develop a business plan, this
Mm-hmm.
is your first step towards building a successful coaching consulting business.
Hmm.
Now, a business plan, as you know, is a simple document, not very complex, actually. It's a very simple document that
Mm-hmm.
outlines your goals because you need to start with your why and your
Hmm.
strategies and your financial projections. You would realize in previous episodes, we've talked about this. We've talked about having clear goals, having clear strategies, and we have shared some of the strategies.
Hmm.
And the idea is also to be able to identify your target market and the people who are in your space. Maybe traditionally we call them competitors, right? And the potential challenges that you anticipate as you
Hmm.
launch your business into it. And
Yeah.
then when you have a clearly written business plan, this helps you also to attract investors. It helps you to attract potential people who would want to work with you. So that if you would like to get some seed money from other people, they would obviously ask you, hey, Gerard, can I look at your business plan? If they don't see all this well written out, they're very,
Hmm.
very likely to back out. And so your business plan, as we always like to include, is it needs to have your mission statement. Your mission is where you're going. Your vision is what you want to be. You need to know what you want to be and where you're going because then you have no direction, right? We don't want it to be zigzagging all through. You will be lost, right? And nobody wants to follow a leader who is lost. Okay.
So
This,
true.
yeah. So also you need to, as part of your finances, you need to have a pricing strategy. How are you going
Hmm.
to charge for your products and services? And what your projections, right? So these are very, very important. So it should also outline the services you plan to offer, the resources you will need, and importantly, the milestones that are specific for you to measure your progress. Because what gets measured gets improved. So this is important. That's why you need a plan with all the milestones so you can see if you're doing right or you're doing wrong. Okay. So Coach Shilpa definitely, as an audience listening to us, if they have a comprehensive business plan, it will help them to establish a strong foundation. This is something we talked about in our previous episode, right? It will
Right.
help them to build a strong foundation for their coaching and consulting business. And so, Coach Silpa, what would you say it should be the next step after the
Yeah.
business plan?
Yeah, absolutely. So you covered a very foundational step, which is
Yes,
must, and nobody should ever skip this step in order to fasten their journey because
yes.
stronger foundation is very important. And also, as you say, like when you have a specific business plan, a measurable plan, a trackable plan, what you can, track, what you can measure, you can always improve. So that's a fantastic beginning. The
Yes.
second step, I would say, especially for converting idea to empire for coaching consulting business,
Mm,
would be to identify your target market very,
mm,
very clearly. The success of any coaching consulting business depends on identifying the right target market whom you want
mm,
to serve.
mm,
And this is a group of people or organization, or you want to be in a corporate training, which kind of organizations that are most likely to benefit from your services, your
mm,
expertise, your knowledge and skill, so your experience as well. So
mm,
identifying your target market involves understanding their needs, their
mm,
problems, the results they're trying to get, their
mm.
preferences and their behaviors currently,
Sure.
right? This will help you tailor your services and even product creation to meet those needs.
Yeah.
So for designing your product, knowing your target market well and identifying it very correctly is a key step. And you can also conduct a market research. We also advise our clients to look out in the market so that
Mm,
we know not basing your decisions on that, but having a complete understanding of the space you are in.
Mm.
Gather data on customer demographics, psychographics, behavior, and their thinking pattern. And
Mm-hmm.
this will help you to create a customer persona, or which is commonly known as a customer avatar, which is a detailed profile of your ideal customer.
Yes.
Once you have that in your mind, you can tailor your marketing strategy so that you reach right people.
Yeah.
Remember, you are in a coaching consulting business, but in case if you align with our thought process of being in a coaching consulting business in a high ticket space, it
Mm.
is very important that you do not want to address the whole world, because
True.
there are people for whom you would be more valuable and understand them so well, so that you can cater them powerfully. We are in a very responsible industry, so it's very
Mm.
important to identify who's your right target audience, to whom you serve very well.
Oh,
So,
beautiful.
having said that, what would you say, Dr. Gerald? What would be the third step our audience should take after they identify their target audience?
Oh, beautiful. That's an excellent question. But Coach Shilpa, before I go to that,
Yes.
answer your question, I want to emphasize again something
Yeah.
you talked about, the target market. And
Yeah.
sometimes we call it the niche, right? And
Yes.
this is one of the things we actually cover very extensively in our program, our high
Yes.
impact coaching program, where we help people like yourself who may not be sure what is my target market, what's my niche, and whom do I serve. It can be very confusing, and many people in the professional space find it very intimidating. And this is something we cover in very, very great detail. So you have absolutely no worry that I will get lost, right? So that not understanding your niche is something that shouldn't
Yeah.
scare you off, right? So I can assure you, I can vouch. I'm sure Coach Shilpa would agree with me. That's
Yes.
something we cover pretty extensively, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
having said that, really the third step, Coach Shilpa, after the business plan and then being crystal clear about your niche, your target market, is building your brand. And this is the third step. Now,
Hmm.
why is building your brand very important? You see, Coach Shilpa, as you know, and as our audience, as you're listening, building a strong brand is crucial in
Yeah.
establishing a coaching consulting business,
Absolutely.
because people actually like to do business with people they know, like, and trust. Three, they know,
Hmm.
like, and trust. So a brand will help people know you. A brand
Yeah.
will help people like you. A brand will let people do business with you. So a brand is the image, is the reputation, is the identity of your business.
Yes.
And in today's world, the business owner or the business
Hmm.
owners are actually the face of the company. And this is why, as you deal with people, as you
Yes.
put yourself out there, you're the number one brand ambassador of your company. And so it's
Hmm.
important you are able, through your good brand, communicate your values, your services, and your personality. So this is very important, right? So a strong brand can differentiate your business from competitors. And it's that essential element that will help you attract good customers. And as Scott Silver mentioned a few minutes ago, if you align with our space, because our space is high ticket, right? Would like invite you to enjoy and to really delve in the high ticket space, because that's where you get to create a lot of impact. And so if you want to be a member, a player, a participant in the high ticket space, you will realize that to build your brand, you need to create a brand identity, which
Yeah.
includes things like having your logo that resonates with yourself, your tagline, your color palette, and your tone of voice, how you communicate. And these are things we
Hmm.
cover again extensively in the program that we've been talking about for high impact coaching program, so that you're very, very sure of how to communicate to bring yourself across the world, right? And so your
Yes.
brand identity, one of the things we tell our clients is it should be across the marketing channel. People should see you as one. And so this is whether it's in your website, this is in social media, or in your promotional material. So this is very, very important as step number 3. And
Yeah.
Coach Silpa, now that we've taken our listeners through step 1 through 3, what should step 4 be?
Yeah, beautiful. Because I just want to emphasize again on building your
Mm,
brand, because that is where people will connect with you. They'll understand you at depth and they
yes.
would know what you stand for, because your
Mm,
brand kind of represents you, your values, your thought process. So
yes.
make sure that you think through your brand. And when you come
Mm,
to our program, we'll also tell you what are the certain parameters you should know about building a brand, so
mm,
that you can build your brand effortlessly, and that will be an authentic brand which represents you,
yeah,
so that you never have to struggle to build a brand image, because it becomes an organic process for you.
yeah,
So I love that brand building step. The next step I would say is absolutely marketing.
yeah.
For example, you may be the best person in the world, you may be the best, having the best skill and the knowledge and real solutions for your clients, but
Mm,
unless until they know you are there and you have the solution, you will be again like a best kept secret, as we mentioned in the previous episode also.
yeah,
Marketing would be the fourth step which
mm,
would get your clients to you.
yeah,
Right? So marketing is very essential in promoting your coaching and consulting business.
yeah.
And having effective marketing strategies that will help you reach your target market and
Mm,
increase or create your brand awareness at a higher
mm,
level.
yes.
So there are several marketing channels you can use, like using social media, email marketing, content marketing, SEO. And since you're already thinking about becoming a coach, I think you would have been bombarded with some promotions in this area, right?
Yes.
But there could be a systematic approach, and also depending on whom you're going to serve, you can choose very carefully,
Mm,
right? You can also choose social media to share your fully,
mm,
right? Your authority and
mm-hmm.
engage with your customer and build brand and provide value upfront,
Yeah.
like we do through our podcast. We are not
Yes.
waiting for somebody to ask us. We want to give it on our own,
Yes.
because that's when we can establish our genuineness in being in this industry, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Email marketing can also be a very effective promoting your business. You
Mm,
can send newsletters, promotional emails, link to your YouTube channel, link to your social media, the blog
mm,
post you have written, and event invitation to your subscriber.
yeah.
There is also content marketing, which involves creating valuable content, as I mentioned about, like creating this podcast, writing blogs, which is your special, unique style where you can express yourself better, and
Mm,
also what your target audience loves to listen and consume your content, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it could be videos, it could be audios, it could be combination of all,
Yeah.
to inform your target market about your capabilities.
Mm,
SEO involves optimizing your website and content to rank higher, so that you reflect in their searches when
mm,
they go through their social media, when they have their attention on Google, right?
yeah. Yeah.
And effective marketing strategies can really help you to meet right target audience. It's, as we said earlier, in the brand also and target audience, is
Mm,
that aim of marketing is to reach the right relevant people whom you want to serve,
true.
so that it becomes easy for them to reach out to you and start working with you, so that they can move forward in their own business and lives.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Gerald, this is how, like, I think the fourth step should be defining marketing strategy, working on it. It should be
Mm.
important step. And what would you say is that final fifth step, which would start helping our, entrepreneurs who are getting into a coaching consulting business, would help them to create that empire?
Oh, beautiful. I like the way you've talked about marketing and the fact that you said that sometimes the business owners or the people in the transition journey, they keep
Yeah.
themselves a secret, and that is not helpful. You
Yes.
can do that in office, but once you are in the entrepreneurial world, people need to know whom you serve. They need to
Yes.
know whom you stand for. They need to know who you're about, right? Because it's like you have the medicine for a very dangerous disease and you keep it in your shelf. You keep it in your kitchen, right? That won't help anybody. And so marketing really, in summary, because some
Hmm.
of you, as you're listening, you may say, but I don't like marketing. But if you say that, even the slightest idea that something is wrong with you marketing yourself, it's like you cook a beautiful meal for people and you just don't talk about it. You just eat it yourself, right? Nobody will know. Nobody will know. So
Yeah.
marketing means you're telling the audience, you're telling people out there, people who you serve. Let's say you are a nutritionist. You've discovered a mixture of some herbs and stuff like that, and it is very good with weight loss. And there are hundreds of people looking to lose weight, and you
Hmm.
don't tell them about your recipe. So if you don't market, it's like you have this golden recipe that would change people, but you keep quiet over it. So you almost have a moral authority in the world entrepreneurship. You have a moral responsibility to let the world know what you have, what good you have. Okay.
Hmm.
And then one of the things we tell our coaches, our coaching our clients, is that it's your responsibility to tell the world what you have in stock for them. And this is why courtship, I couldn't emphasize what you mentioned beautiful enough.
Yes.
So
Yes.
marketing is key. And so coming to the last point you mentioned, as the the 5 step journey is all about building networks. Now, you could have a business plan, you could have um, all the other processes, you could have the marketing. But that
Yes.
all takes you so far. Now, the next thing for you to build a thriving business is to expand your network. Because one of the things my mentor told me is that you are the product of the 5 people you spend time with. You're the
Mm-hmm.
average of the 5 people you spend time with. And similarly, everything you want in life is already with somebody else.
Hmm.
What that means is the more network you build, the more opportunities you bring to yourself. And so network is very, very crucial in building a successful coaching consulting business. Network involves building relationships with other professionals in your industry, also potential clients and influencers in your space. Now, networking can also help you gain referrals, and referrals is a good way for coaches to get clients, right? So you'll be able to find new clients, you'll be able to learn from others in your industry because the coaching world is very dynamic, just like many industries today. So it could save you thousands of hours and pain and money and time. You may be going one direction enthusiastically when your colleagues, your network would say, no, Gerard, do not go this way. People are now going this way. So it gives you an opportunity to pivot,
Yeah.
Coach Silva,
Yes.
right? And also to network effectively, it helps you to be able to really be in tune with the market forces. Now, you talked
Mm.
about marketing because technology changes. Right now, we have a lot of technology happening. Cloud
Yes.
computing is bringing many opportunities. So if you don't network, you will be doing things of the past tomorrow.
Mm. Mm.
And so your business processes are going to be out of touch with the reality. And so this is something very, very important that I thought we'd discuss it. So to network effectively, Coach Shilpa, I would encourage our audience to attend industry events, to join professional associations, to join groups like ours, the group we offer where we help professionals like to share experiences with other people and our groups and others that are online and also offline, right?
Mm.
So that they can also reach to potential clients through social media and email and all those. So all those opportunities to build network. And so finally, really in this area, building a strong relationship with other people, with other professionals in your industry can help you to establish your business as a trusted opportunity in your space. And when
Yeah.
your business is promoted as a trusted entity, then you become a trusted authority because then people in your space can say, okay, if you want something banking, coach so and so will help you. If you want something in real estate, this is your go-to person, right? Because he or she is an authority in that space. And so, Coach Silpa, this is point number 5 that I thought would share with the
Yeah,
audience.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, because people generally don't talk about networking when they're guiding coaches,
Mm,
because it is always told like you build your community, but you also, as a coach, have to be a part of a greater community where you talk to like-minded people. And
mm,
as a mentor always says, like your network is your net worth. So if
mm,
you build a network with right kind of people, it's also gonna encourage you and inspire you to take more right actions, because you
mm,
will have a right growth environment around you, right? So
mm,
that's a beautiful point. So to summarize for our audience, we I just want to just quickly say five steps we thought about is that we are confident that this episode has brought you great insights on how to build coaching and consulting business, and what are some of the 5 important steps. So
mm,
here are the 5 steps. Like, first is developing your business plan, having that clarity on your mission, what is that you want to achieve, how you want to achieve, what is your delivery model, everything about it. So
mm.
second one is identifying a target audience so that you can be very selective as into where you provide the best value.
Yeah.
The third one is building your brand, which is your brand identity, your voice, reflection of your true self, so that
Mm.
people can associate with you, people can resonate with you, and you can attract the right people towards your business.
True.
The fourth one is marketing, because you don't have to be a best kept secret. Let people know that you have a solution for their problem, and that is the only way people
Mm.
can reach out to you.
Yeah.
And the fifth one, last but not the least, networking. Never underestimate networking and collaborating people, because collaboration is going to be a big word in coaching industry in years to come. So you
Yes.
may find like-minded people. Like, I'm fortunate to have Dr. Gerald with me.
Yes.
Imagine doing everything individually, and imagine joining forces so that you have more inspired action. So
Yes.
never underestimate having a right community, having right people to connect with.
Yeah.
So now that you're clear on the steps to move from an idea to creating a coaching business, and we assure you will keep giving you the right inputs at right time. But
Mm.
in case you would like to have a specific guidance and a real step-by-step framework we have created through our experience, through our learning, which is a proven mechanism, we
Mm.
would like you to write to us at leadtalkpodcast@gmail.com, so
Mm.
that we can help you in this journey, and you don't have to go through what everybody else is going through, because you deserve a better support, right?
Yeah.
And our team member or we ourselves can reach out to you, schedule a call, understand what is coming in your way, what is that you need, and design a plan that can potentially help you to get started the right way. And
Mm.
we can also do it one on one, or we are also introducing our group coaching program, the high
Mm.
impact coach training program, which we would
Mm.
be telling you soon.
Yeah.
However, we have already started getting applications. So, in case you don't want to be missing out on that, please
Mm.
write to us so that we'll keep you informed in the right time. So, over
Absolutely.
to you, Dr. Gerald, to finally sum up this episode and close
Oh,
it.
oh, beautiful, beautiful. I just love the fact that you've summarized these 5 beautiful points because
Yes.
so as you take notes, those points are important. As a senior professional, as an experienced professional who is in this journey of transition, because as we keep saying and would like to say it again, the purpose of why we are here is we took a lot of energy, we wasted a lot of money, and we had a lot of frustration. Now we don't want you to go through that, right? And so we'd like you to have the shortest route. And this is why we are presenting this opportunity for you to be right on with us and we help you, right? So, because when we shine your light, ours
Mm.
doesn't get any dimmer, right? In fact, it makes the room brighter. And that's why we want you to succeed, right? We want you to succeed fast so that you can help the people in your space. And so, as we say, Coach Shilpa, again, I would like to thank our audience for really paying this attention and downloading the previous episodes and sharing this episode with their friends and family. So, we would
Mm.
like to invite you to read the episodes, to download other episodes, the resources that we provided, also down below here, so that your journey of leadership development, your journey of transition, your journey of coach and consulting journey and business building are smooth. You see, because we have collaborated, as Coach Shilpa mentioned, we're able to help you in different areas. If your need is leadership, we can come to your rescue. If your need is career transition, we are able to help you. If it is becoming a coach consultant, we are already doing this. So we absolutely have the ability to be able to help you. And obviously, to scale your business, this is something we do as well. And so these opportunities are those you can get by working closely with us. So we invite you to subscribe, especially if you're new. Download the episodes, share with your friends, with your
Yes.
colleagues, and also join our private community. Those who are very, very oriented towards career transition, those who are very particular with leadership, you are welcome to join that. And also, you're welcome to join the high impact coaching community that we're creating, and we'll be giving you the links shortly. And also, beside that, follow us on social media because we keep providing value and want you to take those values from there. And so, do not hesitate to reach to us if you have coaching, consulting, mentoring needs, and also guest speaking needs. And so,
Yes.
send us an email at leadtalkpodcast@gmail.com, and we are here to help you to become a better leader, to become a successful coach, to scale your business so that you can create the impact and significance you want. So we take you to the next level. So
Yes.
again, as we say, Coach Shilpa would like our audience to make 2023 year the best year ever, so that they stop struggling, but they start moving to the next level that they've always wanted. And so, on behalf of myself and Coach Shilpa, we wish you a very successful time around. And as you move on, be blessed. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
See you. Bye.